Ciao e buongiorno amici, come va? Sono BC and this is Minecraft. Welcome back to my world. Hope you guys are all doing terrific. We are just hanging out here in front of the portal house. I got this little temporary setup here, and that's because if you see behind me, we actually took out this mountain that was running alongside, and you can see the foundation that's laid out there, and we'll talk about that in just a second. You can also see that I finally got my skin squared away. I got my 3D shades back on, which I was missing for a while when I started doing snapshots, and I got a little leg holster as well, which is part of the new skin. That's, I think, the right pant that I have on. Let's see, where is that? Right here. Yeah, right pant leg on. So you can see off, coming back on. So yeah, I took some time and actually built myself a 1.8 skin and uploaded it, and now I'm very happy with that. So yeah, cool beans. Anyway, hope you guys are doing terrific. I definitely am. Nothing to complain about, but yeah, see, so here's the hill. This used to go up quite a ways. Back when we first started Plutonium, there was a little mountain here, and on top was this little like one hut village, and so that's basically gone. So now this kind of stands on its own, and eventually we want a path to kind of come through here and what have you. But this foundation here is going to be a little mini side project that we're going to accomplish. And the reason why is because I needed more brick for our clubhouse. So I went scouring the earth and got a ton of clay. I actually have a can you dig it? Somewhere around here I have a silk touch shovel. Which by the way, I went over and checked out our villagers, and one of them was selling silk touch books. So I bought like 8 silk touch books, and those will be coming to the rare item shop near you. So if you're a Plutoniumite and you're watching this, go check out the great deals on silk touch books that will be in the rare item shop. But yeah, so I got a ton of clay, and the one issue that I keep having is fuel for our turbo smelter underneath here. And right now it's set up to use planks, but oh my gosh, planks, it just takes a while, and I've been having this kind of makeshift tree farm back here in the distance, but it's just not very efficient, and so it's time to build a tree farm, an automated tree farm. And I'm going to be using the basic design I'm going to be using is by Mumbo Jumbo. So I'll have a link in the description to go check out the tutorial on his thing, but I've also modified it to do a little bit more of what I want to get out of it. So yeah, I pretty much have all the stuff on me that I need, and I'm just going to start by, so here's the grid that we're going to have. So first, the tree growing mechanism in this area. And then this is actually the log collection area over here. So now this area over here is going to be more sorting chests that I'm basically going to extend our sorting chests. The problem that we have right now is that each item only has one double chest that it can take up. So for instance, cobblestone. We have a ton of cobblestone in this world, and I really just don't want to just have it stored all over the place in random spots here and there. So I'm basically increasing the size of the size of the storage area, and by doing that I'll be eliminating the two rows, one row and then one row. Instead, it will just be horizontally all different items, and then there will be multiple chests of each item available. So that will definitely cut down on our requirements to have, you know, just stuff everywhere. I mean, we've got, you know, you've got a little storage room under the keeper's shack. You got little storage rooms here, little storage rooms there. I mean, look at our golf course. We've got, you know, in the clubhouse area, we've got a double chest. Even up there, one of those double chests up there is cobblestone. So, yeah, I want to have it all in one place, and that way also it's a consolidated area where people can come and get a ton of supplies at once. So let me just get a couple other supplies together because I need to get some repeaters and whatnot. So I'll see you in a bit when I've got this thing built up. Alright, and there you have it. This is the basic design for the tree grabber and pusher. I've added a little bit of red in there, like I do. I like to incorporate you know, color in everything where I can. And so now comes the part that that I've added on. And eventually, if you're not recuperating at least some % of the saplings, you're going to run out of trees really quick. So the one thing we need to make sure is that that doesn't happen to us. So 1, 2, 3 away is where the tree is going to actually be growing on, and the area around it is where the we have to make sure that we don't have any anything going on. And for now, I'm going to put all these hoppers around this area, and this is going to help grab all of our saplings. Whoop, I'm stuck on something. There it is. When the time comes. Now, I'll have to change out some of these when I start integrating the automatic excuse me, the automatic bone mealer. But for right now, we can go ahead and place all these in the way, and we should be good to go. Did that go down or up? Did that go down or into it? Okay, it went into it. Good. And then, oh, I got one of them. Let's see, I think we want to go, okay. Alright, and acacia's in my hand. And again, I know I'm going to have to change some of these hoppers eventually, but for now, that's what we want to do. Now, again, so to recuperate some of the, you know what? Let me go to sleep so we don't get attacked, and I'll be right back. Alright, yeah, burn. So to recuperate saplings, there's two ways that it can happen. One, that the leaves naturally wear themselves out. They despawn because you've cut the tree down. Or you break the leaves, okay? Now, if we just keep going on and on and on, the only leaves that are going to get broken is after the fact, when we just sit and we wait around for the machine to break them all for us. So what we are going to do is design a secondary machine that is actually going to break all the leaf blocks for us. And you know what? These need to be sticky. Alright, let me make these sticky. So yeah, we need to design a machine that's going to break all the leaf blocks for us. And pretty close. That should be good. Okay. And I'm probably going to run out of pistons, but I got plenty of materials to build more. So right here, is where one side is going to be, and these are going to extend and they're going to crush the leaves, and when they crush the leaves they will actually cause drops to happen. And I was having a pretty good success rate in a creative world with this, so I'm pretty jazzed about this actually working. And we're not actually going to have them on the extreme bottom because there's no leaves that grow on the ground level of the tree, so those don't need to be there. And then let's see. Okay, catch that for me. And let's see here. I think that might be one too far forward. Okay, and then on this platform, going out this way. Like that. And then in order to completely round it out, we're going to have a set of normal pistons right there. I think, why does this look wrong? Okay, these are one too far forward. No problem. Quick adjustment. Perfect. Okay. So let me stack up these. So we're going to stack up these pistons, and we're only going to go, I think, 4 high. Yeah, 4 high is all that we really need. Difficult. Okay. So let me knock that out real quick. Okay. And so again, as Mumbo Jumbo explains, in this tree grow area, the only blocks you can have are wood. Otherwise, the growth of the tree will be disrupted. So I'm going to place down some more of this acacia wood here, and we're going to do that. And yes, it's going to actually limit the amount of leaves that grow, but it's going to be fine. We'll still have a substantial amount of tree leaves that do grow. Yes, we are, taking off some amount of leaves. However, the only leaves that we're really losing is like the bottom 1 or 2 levels of, well, not even the bottom 1, because no leaves grow on the bottom, and it's actually usually the ones that grow out the farthest out are going to be these 2 here. So we're really not losing a ton of space here. So yeah, all right, so that's going to be our crushing mechanism, and now we just need to wire it all up. The one thing we have to watch out for specifically on this side is that we don't want to, oh, by the way, I raised this all up one more piston. But the one thing we want to watch out on this side is we don't want to activate this piston. So to do that, we're going to use a slab right there, and that slab will allow this piston to not get activated. Okay, so we're just going to do like this, and let's see, I think here and here. Now we don't have the same problem on the other side. We're not going to have to worry about the slabs as much on the other side, but for this side, yes, we definitely do have to be concerned about them. Let's see, and then come out like that. And again, I'm just incorporating this red just to give this build accents. I like to give all my machines, even though they have an industrial purpose, I don't want to give them necessarily an industrial feel all the time. So yeah, alright, just building out like that. And you know what, let's do the redstone while we're up here. So again, as to not trigger those pistons, we're just going to put a repeater right there, and then our redstone dust is going to head that direction. So, and we're going to grab our signal off of this, off of the machine that's already coming around this direction. So each level will grab the signal by itself, but we are going to join them up with an upwards elevator, an upwards wire elevator. Oh, dang it. Just for the sake of ensuring that we get the signal coming up that we want. And to do that, I'm going to place, oh, not 2 blocks. One there. Come on, guy. Jeez. There, there, there. Alright. And what that's going to do is that'll pull it out of this block right here. And then it will just wire elevator itself up. So let's wire this side up here. And continue our wire elevator. Like this. And it comes all the way up. Okay, perfect. So now this side is wired up. Alright. Now basically I just need to repeat the same thing all the way around with solid blocks touching the bottom piston and redstone wire on top of it, and that way it'll activate 2 pistons at the same time. So every one of these rows activates 2 because of the properties of redstone. So let me finish this all the way around, and then we'll see what we got. Alright, with all the crusher sides wired up, the next thing to do is to finish our activation mechanism. This is the piece that oh yeah, I'm gonna have to change that. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna have to change some of these. So this is the piece that when the tree grows, the machine knows that a tree grew, and it will activate the system. So in order to do that, and I'm putting more hoppers than I probably need to, and I'm doing it for good reason, and it's because sometimes you get saplings that just want to spit out every crazy which direction because they're getting squeezed through blocks. So that's why I'm putting kind of some extra hoppers here and there, so hopefully we can catch those things. Alright, so what I'm going to do is the tree's going to grow right here, and let me go to the other side first so I can explain it. Again, Mumbo covers this in his video, but I'll just walk through it because it's not too difficult. But the great thing about these hoppers is now you can, and I say now, I don't know if you always could, but you can place redstone components on top of the hoppers. Now it will lock it, but we're cool with that. We're not too concerned with that, because eventually stuff will pass through. So a redstone torch here, okay, into a repeater, okay, which is grabbing the signal out of the torch, and then on the other side we want to put a piece of dust like this, and that's going to help activate this dropper, and right into this dropper we're going to put a hopper, and we're just going to put one item in there. We'll put a bone, since that's what we've got, and then coming out of this dropper we actually need to, oh my gosh, I'm having flashbacks of the pumpkin build because I keep thinking hopper dropper in my head. Alright, so we want a redstone comparator coming out of there so we know when there's something in there. Then coming out of that redstone comparator, we want to place a repeater, which will then, it's going to power this block here. Alright. We can get rid of, oh wait, no, that's a foundation block. We want to leave that there. Okay, and we'll put redstone here and there. And then we're going to actually just redstone ladder our way to the top here. Yeah. So what's going to happen is when there's a block right here. Ta-da. Perfect. Alright, the piston pushing wall is in place. And the way it works is once there's a log that makes its way all the way down and it gets to here, the redstone will power that log, which will trigger this signal. And you see how it just moved forward like that. Now, it should have been a whole wall. There it goes. Oh, it's just so fast. Okay. So now, excuse me. This wall is seven blocks wide, and you can't go any further beyond 7. And the reason why is if you have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, okay? And this is a double piston push. 13 is the maximum amount of blocks that a piston can push. So once we reach that threshold, it has to clear it out of the way in order to get some more blocks to be able to push. Now in Mumbo's video, he puts another thing here with a lever on there, but we don't need that because of this design here. We're 1 full block away, so these two machines could be separated. So yeah, let's see this thing in action. And for now, before we'll pretty it up and have like a basement area where we go and get postured to put blocks, but for now, let's just do it manually and see this thing in action. The log crushes all the leaves, right? And we can just go as fast as we want because this machine will keep up. And notice how it's crushing all the leaves inside our chamber here, except for a little bit on the top and a little bit in these zones right here, which are fine. I'll fill these up with glass, and I'll also be putting a roof on the top as well. That way we don't get like the amazingly tall trees. In fact, why don't I use these leaves to my advantage and put a block. There we go. So that block is going to stop any trees from going beyond our limit. So let's just finish the saplings we have here in our hand. And there we go. So that's all the saplings that were in our hand. I think it was, what was it, 9? And oh, we're right at the threshold. So right here, you can see we got 14 saplings out of it and a bunch of apples. Let's do one more, and if you pay close attention over there, you'll see it fire out by 1 position. Oh! We got a problem. And I would imagine that that is because of our wire elevator. Let's see what's going on with the wire elevator. Maybe I forgot some redstone somewhere. I see what I did. Okay. Can't have that redstone right there. That is a no-go. Because this log only, the signal's not going to carry far enough, and also this piston is going to absorb the signal there. We actually need a repeater. Okay, I got blocks on me. Block, repeater. And then we'll give it some delay as well, and that is not quite right yet. What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? Okay, let's see. Ladder up here. Redstone on the bar. Here. Like that. Like that. Get rid of these extra doodads right there. And redstone. Redstone, redstone. Oh, I can't quite do it. And redstone. And that should be good to go now. So let's rewind time. And we'll put this log back in place as if the system just pushed it down the line. There we go. Now the whole wall gets pushed out. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Yes. Let's do some more saplings. Oh, I'm out of bone meal. So at least one more. Nope. Not so much. But it's all good. Okay, we got that wall fixed now. So, again, same rules apply. This chamber here can only be so far because, again, these pistons can only push so many blocks. So I've built this to get out to our max push limit. And eventually we'll have just a big old gigantic stack of wood sitting out here. So, yeah, fantastic. So the next thing we need to do is set up the automatic bone mealer, and I think I pretty much have everything in my inventory. Nope, I need a... You know what, let's go to sleep real quick. The last thing I want is for a creeper to come up behind us. That would really suck. Hey, baby. Ow! Man, you guys are so weird when you run around. Aren't they? Jeez. And redstone dispenser. Perfect. Alright. Now, we need this dispenser facing where our ground is. Like that. And then, alright, we gotta get rid of all these guys here. Ugh, it's a shame. Well, we shouldn't have dudes traveling underneath there. Alright, so we're gonna make a burnout circuit. And we do that by placing, you know what, in fact, let me go ahead and make a lever too while I'm at it. And I'll just put this on here for now like that. And I got torches, look at me. Alright, so right here is a burnout circuit, so when it's on, it's just gonna constantly keep firing. One torch will burn out, the other torch will take over. But we can override it just like that. So, that is what we have there. So when I put... Wait, I need to make this into bone meal. Put all the bone meal in there. When I turn this on, now it's clicking and it's making smoke, but no bone meal is actually coming out. If you look, see, no bone meal is coming out of the system, but as soon as I put a sapling down, it'll bone meal it, and it'll just go back to doing nothing, okay? So, you're not wasting bone meal, which is great. Perfect. Okay, everything's working great. Alright, awesome. So I'm just going to pretty this area up a little bit, fix our hopper chains so that we can get those saplings out into a reusable spot, and I will be right back. Well, alright, ragazzi. I think we are good to go. Oh, snap. I have finished prettying this place up, put some glass in there to help contain all the items that could pop out here and there, and then made this area here kind of with some safety glass as like a little chopping zone. And again, this cobblestone represents the outer walls that we're going to have. A couple little notable things. Here, I made a little access to the burnout switch so that you can get to it. And for the chop out zone, I've actually, underneath these slabs is all hoppers. All hoppers, and they lead down into our turbo furnace underground into the fuel chest. However, maybe, you know, you're cutting down these trees and you actually want the wood, you don't want it to be fuel. So right here is a cutoff switch. So if it's forward, it's going to go to the fuel. If it's backward, like this, this will lock this hopper right here, and you can collect all the items. So let's demonstrate that right now. So let's see. I've got a bunch of bone meal in there already. turn the burnout switch on. So that's going. Grab some saplings. Now let's do a little test. Let's take 10 saplings and let's see what we get out of 10 saplings worth. Oh, out of bone meal. Okay, so I guess that's it for now. That's fine, cool beans. So, got this huge wall of logs, which is great. I come in here with a high efficiency axe and chop them all down. Of course, if I'm in the mix, I'm going to catch some of them, which is no problem. La-di-da-di-da. We've got it set so that we can maintain everything, so check that hopper right there. And all the logs are hanging out in the hopper so we can save them, but if we wanted to, we could click to move them on as fuel, and they will be moving on down into the furnace array system. Hello. And I know, logs are definitely not as efficient as planks. Yeah, I guess they're here. It's quick. So here's our oak logs hanging out. We got 55 oak logs. And, yeah, life is good. Life is good. Right now there's a bunch of other jungle wood in there, so the system doesn't really need the logs, but definitely shouldn't have any more issues running out of fuel, and if we do, it'll be a quick process getting fuel. We won't have to do that makeshift farm that's across the way, just using the automated tree farm and or the wood grinder. I don't know what you want to call it, but yeah, I think that's gonna be great. I think that's gonna be good. We'll go ahead and stop this for now from making fuel. So yeah, the only thing I have left to do is I'm going to extend this building, basically using the same design elements and concept to move this building and kind of skin this this device with the same exact architecture. So nothing big there, nothing that we need to do together on camera. I'll take care of that all by my lonesome. And then, as I mentioned in the beginning, what I want to do is this area out here in the window, this open area right there, is going to be more of this area right here. So we'll have these chests here, a pillar, and then another area of chests. This wall will be knocked down, so that'll be our access to the tree farm, and then I'll be moving this smelter chest over here. So so yeah, have tons of room, and then we'll be able to have more than just one chest for each type of item that we need to take care of. So with that said, the whole point of this mini project was to be able to do this and do that, and if we listen, I know it's happening. There it goes. Aha. So with that, the minecart is rolling around down there. We are now smelting our clay that we've dropped in there, and those ones were already in there, and now we're getting bricks back. So just a compliment to our turbo furnace array, now we have the wood farm here, so we can have endless source of fuel as long as we keep collecting up saplings. And even if I don't want a bone meal, I can just come in here and just throw a sapling there every once in a while, and it'll just do its thing. So yeah, hope you had a great time. I appreciate you coming along to visit and checking out the great things we're doing here in Plutonium. And now that we have a more reliable source to make our bricks, we should be moving along, and we'll get back to work on the plantation. But I will say this, that I do indeed have another major build that I think I'm going to start working on concurrently, but more to follow on that at a later time. So until next time, Buona giornata e ciao amici. Have a great day. Arrivederci. Bye bye.